Hello friends, this is a short video on our escapades we had trying to carry a spare tire on the back of our off-road trailer. Of course, it starts with the tire. Got a swing out rack we're going to try to use, and here's a picture of the swing out adapter we got from Amazon and the tire mount that I got from Amazon as well. And then we put the two together and mounted them on the trailer. Then I added a spacer to mount the bolt pattern for the wheel. And there's another view of it right there. So here's a view of it mounted on the trailer. You can see how the tire is slanted a little bit. And then here's a close-up view of the upright and how it makes the tire lean back towards the trailer. And here's a view of our modification I did to make it go straight up and down. And so on our last outing while we were in Moab on some pretty rough trails pulling this trailer, our latest modification that we did to make the tire stand up straight proved to be fatal for the tire carrier. You can see right here, this is the cheap Chinese metal on the swing arm that we bought right here. And I had a welder change my bracket on the trailer, as you'll see in the previous pictures, so it would be straight up and down instead of the wheel sitting at an angle. But all the wiggling and bouncing around broke. So I'm replacing this with a unfortunately much more expensive setup that's made for off-road use from Wilco Industries, called the Wilco Solo hitch mount spare tire carrier. And so there it is. It came in today, so we'll unbox that and show you the install on this thing, get this thing hooked up, and so you can see the difference. Well, here's how it's packed. The Wilco is packed pretty well in here. Basically, it comes two pieces in this box. Basically, it came two pieces in this box. There's the support for the spare tire right there, and that's our swing out arm right there. So let's get this thing opened up and see how it's going to work. So here's our mechanism of how it's going to keep from wobbling. A wedge system, very similar to what you see on bicycle goosenecks. So let me get this unwrapped and we'll get it over and see how she goes in. So it says to apply a very liberal amount of grease to the mechanism before we install it in the camper. So here we go. Got the torque wrench on it. Got to torque this down to 75 foot-pounds. That sucker's not going nowhere. Alright. Sorry folks, got a little bit ahead of myself. So basically, I took this arm and I put it in place, and I put the pin in like that to hold it. Then I took this bolt right here and greased the bolt up real good, put bushings here and here, and then put the bolt in. So I had to put this part together. Once I got that done though, just pull this pin and this will swing open. And look, it moves the trailer, not the hitch. That's going to be nice. So now I got to work on putting the spare tire on, and we'll be all finished up. So they provide this little bracket right here that'll slide up and down to provide your mainstay for your wheel. And then they have this little setup like this that has to go for 3 more mounts. I'm not sure I like that setup. I might still put my spacer on that I had with my other setup so it stays in place, and all I have to do is take the lug nuts off to get the wheel off. So, tire's mounted now on the swing arm, which you pull one pin and she opens right up wide as we need to, so my back door will open up. Very heavy duty material, so as you see my spare tires hanging out here now, the trailer's moving, not the whole arm. So when I do this, I'm moving the trailer, I'm not moving this arm. So yeah, that's dust from the last trip. So anyway, that's the Wilco swing out solo gate hitch and tire mount. And yeah, I think we'll be alright. Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and ring that bell to get notifications of new content.